Awesome. All right, so we are doing week 2 from the 40 days to personal revolution. I'll do my best to get through all of the poses, but my goal is to be done in a half hour, and I'll check in with you guys at the end who are present to see if you also want to do a 10-minute meditation, and I'll probably just search for one and we can do it all together instead of me guiding. Okay, so let's just meet in child's pose as we begin the starting sequence. Bring your knees out wide on the mat. Walk your hands all the way forward. Bring your forehead to the mat. Just connect with your breath. And come into this present moment. Notice any sensations in your body. And rock your forehead, your head from side to side, massaging your third eye, waking up that intuition that's going to help guide you today through the practice. Listen to your body, no matter what shape we're making. Just go where your body wants you to go. No pushing, no preparing, no judging. Set an intention for yourself for this practice. And when you have that, just take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Zip the lips and continue to breathe through your nose. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha, which is where your diaphragm is, pulling your navel up and in towards the back. Making a little Darth Vader type sound with your breath. On your next inhale, pull your body up slightly with your hands, tucking your toes and come to downward facing dog. Take a moment to walk your dog, so bend one knee at a time, lengthening the backs of the legs one at a time. Remember to have that external rotation of the shoulders so the insides of your elbows start to point towards the front. Press your full hand into the mat, at least the heels of your hands, the first and second knuckles. Inhale to lift both of your heels. Lower the knees slightly and look towards your hands and begin to walk forward. Heel toe your feet out to hip distance apart and come to ragdoll, grabbing the outside of your biceps with each arm. And rock from side to side. Allow your head to be heavy here, the crown of your head reaching towards the mat. Let go of your hands, your arms, heel toe your feet back to touch. Bend at the hips or the knees slightly and unravel one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reach your arms up. We'll begin sun salutation A, palms touch. Exhale through your heart center to a forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down, step back to high plank or high push-up, and flow through your chaturanga dandasana, high to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. On inhale, lift your heels, lower the knees, look forward, walk or float towards your hands. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold deeply. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up, palms touch. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's do one more round. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up, palms touch. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, flow through your chaturanga, high to low push-up, low cobra or upward facing dog. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, lower your knees, look forward. Walk or float towards your hands. Your inhale brings you to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle sweep. Your arms up, palms touch. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, HA. Lower the seat, bend the knees, come to chair pose or thunderbolt. Arms are reaching overhead. Look down at your feet. If you can't see your toes, bring your knees farther back. Drop the seat, lift the heart. Tucking in your pelvis here. We're not sticking out our booties. We're tucking it in, lifting the heart. If this is tight on your low back, remember always bring your hands to your heart center. One more inhale here. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, flow through your chaturanga. High to low plank. Low cobra or upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, bring your right foot forward to warrior one. Plant that back leg. Lift your arms up. Again, remembering here that our hips stayed square to the front. Squeeze in your inner thighs to align those hips forward. Keep that right knee over the right ankle. Inhale to look up, maybe lean back if that feels good. Exhale, float your hands down. Option, you can float through your chaturanga again, or you can meet us in downward facing dog. I'll always give you an option when we're in sun salutation. Inhale, bring your left foot forward to warrior one. Plant your right foot. Your inhale brings you up. Again, hands all the way up. We're at heart center. Squeeze those inner thighs. Keep the back leg extended. Left knee is bent. Bringing your knee over your right ankle. Heart is lifted. Think about lifting your body out of your hips here. Arms come up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, float your hands down. Flow through your chaturanga. High to low plank. Low cobra or upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Lower the knees, look forward. Walk or float towards your hands. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come to chair pose. Exhale, hands back to heart center. We'll do another round, and this time we'll add on the warrior sequence, as well as the side plank, a lunge, and a twisted prayer. Don't worry, just follow. Inhale, come back to chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, palms down. Step back to high plank. Flow through your chaturanga. High to low plank. Low cobra or upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. One breath here as you inhale, come up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Heel toe your right foot and left foot to bring your feet in alignment. Take a wider stance so you can lunge deeply in that front leg. Your gaze is over the front. On your next inhale, lean forward, flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior, bringing that right arm up, stretching that right side body. Left hand can come down the left leg or wrap around and reach towards the top of your right thigh. Keep your legs low here. One more inhale as you reach. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Extend the front leg, kick that left hip back, lean forward. Reach as far forward as you can and tilt to come to Trikonasana, triangle pose. This is where you can place your hand on your shin or behind your leg on a block or on the floor behind your leg. Think about opening your heart to the ceiling here. Really tucking in your tailbone, engaging your core so we're not just holding onto our leg here, but we're staying lifted. One more inhale, exhale, come all the way back up, sorry, to warrior two here. Take a breath, inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down and step back to high plank. From high plank, roll onto your heels on the right side. Lift your left arm up. Option to bring a knee down. You can keep your foot in alignment or turn it perpendicular for greater support. We'll hold it for a few breaths here. Breathe deeply. Maybe look up if that feels good to you. Really think about pressing your left hip high to the sky. That's how we use our core. One more breath in. Exhale, bring this hand down. Come to a high plank. Let's all just press back to downward facing dog. Now we'll do this on the left leg. Inhale, bring your left leg forward, warrior one. Plant your back leg. Reach your arms up. One breath in. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Heel toe that foot back a little bit farther. And your front one in alignment with your back leg. Take a nice deep lunge, bringing that front thigh parallel to the mat. Reach forward, flip the palm and reverse your warrior. Reaching that left arm high to the sky, keep your legs low. Your right hand can be down that right leg or wrapped behind you, reaching toward the top of your right thigh. Take one more deep breath here as you reach towards that back wall. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Extend the front leg. Lean forward as you kick your right hip back. Reach as far forward as you can, and then hinge to turn sideways, bringing your arms and shoulders in alignment here for Trikonasana, triangle pose again. Placing your hand either on your shin or behind you, either on a block or on the mat. Again, thinking about opening your heart up to the ceiling. Breathe deeply here. So don't stop your breath. On your next inhale, bring your body upright using your core. Take a nice bend in your front leg back to warrior two. One deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down and step back to high plank. From here, we're going to shift onto our left side, coming to left side plank. Again, if you're here, not dropping a knee, really think about pressing your right hip high to the sky, thinking about lengthening that distance from the mat to your left hip, or placing a knee down, either way. One more inhale inside plank. Exhale, place your hands down, come to high plank. Press back to downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg high to the sky. This is called three-legged dog. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your right foot forward. Keep your hips in alignment as you come to crescent lunge. Your feet are parallel to each other here. Reach up. Think about pressing your hips down as you stretch that left hip flexor. Keep that left heel right above the toes. One more inhale here. Exhale, float your hands down. Step back to high plank. Press your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up for three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring this leg forward. Bring your body upright for crescent lunge on the left side. Keep your right heel directly over the ball of your foot. Try to bring that left knee over the ankle. Your leg should be fully activated here. Make sure to keep that back knee straight. Breathe deeply. One more inhale. Exhale, float your hands down. And step back to high plank again. Press your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, lower the knees, look forward. Walk towards your hands as you fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, lower the seat, come to chair pose. We'll go straight into our prayer twist from here. Take a deep inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lower the seat a little bit more. Remember to tap in that tailbone. One reminder I always have to give myself. Lean forward slightly and hook your right arm around the outside of your left knee. Make sure that you're not having your hips higher than your heart. You're gonna have to bend at the knees, drop the seat, lift the heart. Think about pressing into your hands so that you twist and your hands eventually come back to heart center one day. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale to fold. Heel toe your feet out to hip distance and grab your peace, with your peace fingers, grab your big toes to gorilla pose. On an inhale, you're just gonna come to a flat back, as flat as you can come. And exhale, bend your elbows out to the side. Taking a nice bend in the knees to support your back. Allow your head and neck to be heavy here. Crown to the ground. Release the toes, heel toe your feet back to touch. Unravel one vertebrae at a time as you slowly come back to standing. Bring your hands up again, come to chair pose. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the heart, bend forward, lean forward. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Again, coming to that twist, keeping your seat lower than your heart. Twist from your core. Option to open the hands here. Forgot that on the other side. Take one more deep breath as you twist. Exhale to fold. Heel toe your feet back out to hip distance. Now this time we'll take gorilla pose by standing on the palms of our hands. So the tops of our hands are against the mat and our toes are at our wrists. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to. Rest that torso on the tops of your thighs. Inhale, coming to a flat back, and exhale, release the head and neck. Bring those elbows out wide. Pulling down, using your biceps here as you pull your body forward, keeping the bend to protect the legs and the low back. Release the hands, heel toe your feet back to touch. Let's take a deep bend in the knees and squat down here. We're just gonna come onto the mat here. So from here, just come onto your knees and scoot back towards the center of the mat. I saved you from having to do another sun salutation. We're gonna move into camel pose. So if you are doing the wall variation of camel pose, you can go ahead and move towards a wall now if you feel safe enough to do it without the wall. Then we'll just do that as well. So take a nice inhale here, bringing your hands into the pockets. If it feels comfortable on your wrists to bring your fingertips pointed upwards the way that the book teaches, feel free to do that. For me, it's tight, so I'm gonna bring my fingertips pointed down. Make sure that your knees are hip distance apart, so they're not together here. Press your hips forward, engage your core, Lower those shoulders, lift the heart. Begin to look up, pressing your hips up, lean back, release the head and neck. If that feels good and you feel safe enough, reach towards your heels, opening up your heart even more. Just make sure that you're pressing your hips forward. Take one more breath here. Begin to tuck in your chin. Bring your hands to support you at your low back. As you exhale, just take a seat onto your heels. Just take a breath here. Breathe in and exhale. Shift your weight onto your right or left side. Bring your feet in front of you. The soles of the feet are flat on the mat. Your knees are going to be upwards, and we're going to come onto a back to bridge pose. From bridge pose, you want to bring your fingertips just to touch your heels here. And for some people, it might be a little bit farther depending on the length of your thighs here. So what you want to make sure of is that your knees are pointed directly upwards. Mine might look funny because of the angle of my computer, but this is my, there we go. All right, so you're going to bring your hips up on your inhale. Hold it here on your exhale. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes. You're contracting your abdominals. If it feels good, you can reach for your hands, interlacing them, and begin to walk your shoulders underneath your torso. Notice how your heart expands and reaches up. Keep your neck relaxed here. Press up through your hips. Keep those knees straight up to the sky. Don't let them come outwards or inwards. Take one more deep breath. Let go of the hands. Maybe bring your hands upwards as you unravel one vertebrae at a time. Lift those heels to make sure that your low back and your sacrum is last to drop. And I think instead of wheel, we'll just do another round of bridge. If you've practiced wheel and you feel good, I'll let you go there on your own. But let's just do one more round of bridge. Take a nice deep breath and begin to press your hips up. Knees are directly towards the ceiling. Reach for your hands, interlace your fingers. If you remember which thumb was on top last time, switch it up and put the other thumb on top. Then walk your shoulders underneath. Keep pressing those hips up. Use your legs, your glutes most of all, and your low back are pressing your upper body to open up the front side of your body and your heart. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. Exhale as you release the hands. Bring your arms up towards the sky. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. Lift those heels. Make your tailbone relax. Hang out here just for a moment. Let's bring your feet out as wide as the mat. Allow your knees to drop in towards each other. And you can either do a little windshield wiper motion with your knees, or take the thumbs and put them in your hip creases and begin to press your hips away from your torso. Noticing how that may relieve a little bit of back pressure. From here, bring your knees slowly in towards your chest, squeezing them tightly. Maybe bring your head to your knees. From here, release your left leg forward. Lower the head, shoulders. Interlace your fingers just below the right knee, bringing it out and in towards your armpit. This is called wind relieving pose. It massages all of our vital organs and helps with digestion. Keep your elbows in towards your body as you squeeze here. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, take your left hand onto that right knee. Bring your right knee over to the left side for a supine twist. Extend your right hand out into a T. You can either hover your leg if that feels okay, or let your foot drop. Maybe your knee hovers, or maybe your back is extra flexy and you can Lower everything to the mat. Your face and your gaze should be over towards your right side. So we're looking away from the knees here. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring that knee back to your chest. Squeeze in, bring your left knee to join. Tuck in your nose to your knees. Say thank you, knees. Extend your right leg all the way forward. As you keep your left knee in, interlace your fingers again just below the knee. Bring that knee out and in towards the left armpit. Keeping your elbows tight in towards your body for wind relieving pose on this side. Again, keep those shoulders on the mat. Think about pressing your whole spine onto the ground here. So tuck in your chin a little bit, relaxing the neck. Squeeze in one more time as you inhale. As you exhale, use your right hand on your outside of the left knee to bring that knee over towards that right side. Extend your left arm out all the way, keep both shoulders on the mat. Your option to drop that foot to the mat, maybe the knee, or it hovers, or it hangs out, whatever you need. You don't have to keep the hands on the knee. You can also bring that right hand out to a T and let your legs do their own thing. Take one more inhale. Gently bring that left knee back to the chest. Invite the right knee to join. Squeeze everything, turn into the tiniest little ball you've ever imagined your body could make. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side, massaging those muscles on the outsides of your vertebrae. Lower the head and neck to the mat. We'll come into happy baby, or what they call dead bug pose. Bring your knees out wide. Keep your arms on the inside of your legs as you reach for your feet. So you can either grab your ankles if that's easier or better for your body. Peace fingers to big toe, feet on the outer edge of the, or legs, hands on the outer edge of the feet. Whatever works for you. And really think about pressing, again, your entire spine onto the mat. So maybe tucking in that chin a little bit. Breathe in deeply here. Release the feet and press them up towards the sky. Arms join for what I call waterfall or dead bug. I'm going to scoot my body back a little bit. And here you can begin to let go of any control you have on the breath. Allow your breath to be normal, your body to feel heavy here. And in this pose, we're draining all that lymphatic fluid from our limbs to our lymph nodes, the areas of our body that we can actually process that. Take a nice deep inhale. Think about pressing your low back into the mat. Flip your palms to face the back of the wall, the back wall. Close your eyes here, and with your low back pressed into the mat and your core engaged, start to lower your legs. Slowly, gently, and your arms, eventually bringing everything to touch on the mat or the floor. Allow your heels to be as wide as the mat here, letting your toes flop out to the sides. Your palms are facing up to receive the restoration of this Shavasana or corpse pose. And now let everything go. Let go of all your thoughts. Let go of any tension. Let go of any control you have on your breath. Keep your eyes closed. Allow your eyes to sink deeply into your eye socket. Release any tension between your eyebrows, in your cheeks, in your jaw. Relax the tongue inside your mouth. Continue to breathe here with your eyes closed as you slowly blanket your body with beautiful, calming white light. Staying in Shavasana until I call you out. Letting everything go, know that you're safe here. Slowly begin to take deeper breaths, bringing awareness back to your body, flushing your body with beautiful life force energy in the form of a breath. Reach your arms overhead for a big stretch, expanding your body, lengthening your body as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes. On your next exhale, roll onto your favorite side in fetal position, curling your knees up towards your chest, using one of your arms as a pillow. And with a free hand, place it on your heart. Acknowledge the beautiful work that you've done today to fulfill your requirements for 40 days to personal revolution, if that's why we're doing this. Or to connect better with your body and learn a little bit more about yoga. Whatever you had set for your intention at the beginning of this class, acknowledge the completion of your intention. Press your hand into the mat and come to a nice comfortable seat, staying internal with your eyes closed. Bring both of your palms to touch, your thumbs at heart center. We'll bow our heads to seal our practice, taking one cleansing breath together, acknowledging everyone who's practiced with us and who will watch the recording and practice again. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth, H in. The light in me honors, recognizes, and acknowledges the light in each of you. Namaste. Taking nice deep breaths here. You guys let me know if you want the meditation or if you're going to handle that on your own.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
I'm so used to doing it before bed.
Perfect.
But thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
See
you so much.
Saturday.
And that one I did try to keep to half an hour. So I feel like that was,
yes,
that's why
you
the
did
ending
good.
was a little bit different. So I kept it to time for you guys.
Oh,
Perfect.
it goes by so fast anyways. Like even when I did the one that you added on the drive yesterday, the 51 minute, and it still went by so fast. But
Yeah,
you
it
know,
does.
but I just had that question. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Are you going to do your own thing then for the meditation?
Oh yeah, I can just, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just do it before bed too.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
All right.